Hey, J-Bro's popping in here. Hey, keep up with that like and subscribe stuff. That's really helping growing the channel. And please continue with the comments. Those are super helpful to try to give you the information I'm forgetting to get out to you or I'm not thinking of. First, I want to start off with the temperature that we have on our machine. That is based on Celsius. So when your machine says 70 degrees Celsius, that means your machine's running about 158 degrees Fahrenheit, which is basically the top that you really want to run your machine far as temperature. The ideal Fahrenheit far as capping off is 140. So basically 140 and up, you're going to start working your machine too hard. You definitely don't want to go 80 degrees on the machine because that means you're pushing like 180, 190 Fahrenheit, and that's when you can cause severe damage to your machine. So as a rule of thumb, which I've mentioned in many videos in the past, you get to 70 degrees Celsius on the machine, that means you're running about 158 degrees Fahrenheit. That's basically where you just want to cut it off, give your machine a break. The other thing I wanted to mention about what's so great on this machine is we've got a 3-stage pump. The bulk of the other ones have 2 stages or 2-stage pumps, or some of them even have 1 stage, but we have a 3-stage pump. That's a big deal on this machine. As you can see, I've got the 4-in-1 bucket here hooked up. That's over to this hydraulic lines. Now it doesn't matter, I could have hooked it up over here as well, but we have 5 attachments. That's because we've got the 3-stage pump, which is just a bigger, better pump. With that being said, here's the other thing. I have not addressed this at all on my machine, is where are our hydraulic lines running? Are they rubbing? Are they catching on anything? Are they staying away from heat? So this is the first time I'm actually going through. So I basically tracked my hoses. Okay, this one's going up here. That one probably could get adjusted down a little bit, but we're kind of wanting to stay away from the heat on the pump and on this. I see no issues with the distance here as far as my machine running, so I'm probably going to leave that, but it could be adjusted down a little bit. So I'm just following that line up here. All looks well and good as far as where that's going. This is zip tied together, so that's kind of in a good spot. And yeah, that line looks good. These ones here, they're sitting up here nice and away from stuff. This one here is sitting up here nice and away from stuff. What I did not like was this here when I was looking at this. See, I'm just getting a little bit of wear. This one was jammed up in there, so I wanted to pull that down and check that. Okay, once that's down there, that looks really good. The other spot I saw, well, there's this metal bracket right here. This hydraulic hose is bent in there pretty good. This one here, I'm gonna adjust this one and get this down from rubbing on this metal here. I want that pulled down a little bit. The other ones down here, this hose here, this one sneaks back in here. What I'm probably gonna do is adjust this line and zip tie it to this line here, just to get that away from the engine and the muffler. So this one's already good away from the muffler here. I want to get this one attached up here is what I'm going to try to do, because that just looks like it's away from stuff and makes more sense. Maybe I could just attach it honestly to this guy and this guy. So that's just one thing to pay attention down there. And of course, I track these other lines. That looks good. Actually, I'm moving that there. See that movement up there? I might have to check to see if that one might be loose. See, you kind of come across something every once in a while. So it's good to check these lines. I'll show you from the other side, the one that really bothers me that I'm going to address. I know on the newer machines, they've got a strapping thing here to put this here. That's fine and well. What I do not like is they added this zip tie here. Well, that's good in theory, but look at this one being zip tied to this. See how that rubber stuff is moved away? That's a lot of rubbing right there. And you can see the wear on that line, and I'm sure there's wear on this line, what we cannot see. I'm gonna cut this zip tie and get this pulled away from that possible wear spot. So I'm going to attach this guy here, which the newer machines more than likely have, and then I'm going to cut this and get this pulled away from there. Now on this side, I really didn't see any issues here. These look really good. These zip tied together here and tucked behind this, you know, there's no wearing, rubbing there. I checked these, nice and loose, kind of free and easy coming up through here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any issues. I just do not like this spot here at all. That just looks like for future failure in 100, 200 hours from now. But, you know, once again, it just pays to be proactive on simple stuff like this, because that's just going to make it easier to get your hands in here on stuff. So if this is attached over here, yeah, just proper maintenance awareness of where your hose go to, what they're rubbing on, stuff like that. I hope this is helpful, but I'll just go over it quick. What is great about the machine? We've got a 3-stage pump. That's a great deal. The hydraulic temperature, we're based on Celsius, say on the machine. So if it's 70 degrees, that means you're running about 158 degrees Fahrenheit, which is basically like the cap you want to be running these machines at. Otherwise, you're just going to cause damage. Just give your machine a breather, 15 minutes in the shade, and it'll be back under. And then just go ahead, follow through your hydraulic lines, and just get them strapped up and moved over so they're just not rubbing or pinched on anything or too close to something hot. And yeah, I think you'd be good to go. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.